I was just there. I was so there, and I was crying my eyes out to him, saying, like, John, this is it. I'm ringing you to say I love you, bye. Like, I couldn't think of anything better than the escape of the pain that I was going through my head. And I was so confused and so lost in my head, bro, ready to just like, I can't even tell you.
What's up, guys? I just want to give a massive shout out to our new partners on the podcast, Haven Alarms. They are massive on looking after our family, making sure that they're safe at home with the CCTV intruder and door cameras. And now the game changer that keeps everyone safe, your loved ones, your family, your friends, and the wider community. The game changer is the fact that they now have something totally different where they can get access and safety to your loved ones from just a click on your phone. So whether your children are outside the house, they're on the way to school, or you're coming home from a night out and you feel alert or distressed, there's people around you that are making you feel on edge, you can now click an app on your phone which can keep you safe at all times, and it'll send an emergency response out to all of your loved ones. Once they do that, they're one click away from finding where your directions are, and they can get access to you within minutes. Now, this is the game changer. In the world that we are in right now, I want everyone safe. Now, if you feel like you want your children safe, or your family or your loved ones safe, now this is the game changer. So check in the description below, click the link, and sign up to your Haven Alarm, and get your family and your loved ones feeling safe at all times. Ben Phillips, how are you, my man?
What's happening, Ollie?
This is round 2.
Round 2.
When was the last time we did it? Well, when we did our first one? How long ago was that?
4 or 5 years ago.
A lot has changed, man.
Maybe 3, 4 years ago. A lot has changed. Yeah. I'm still fat, though. Nothing's changed there. But,
the entertainers,
yeah, I'm here, bro. It's lovely to be back on the Walk It podcast. What's the podcast? Sorry, mate.
Strong. It's all right, brother. You put your credibility in. What's been happening, bro? I know the last time we spoke, I think you had a ending to the boys, the sorry bro era.
We moved this. Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry, bro. That's funny as fuck. Was that a good angle? Oh, man, it's fucking no matter what angle I do, I look awful in this shit. What's going on? Anyway, so the sorry bro era, we were shutting it down. Was that me then?
That's you.
I am so sorry.
We have to have a fine system every time the phone pings or something happens.
It's one of my bitches. 2 sex loves. I'm on the podcast.
Turn it on.
We got to, bro. Anyway, so sorry bro at the time. Sorry bro's still a brand, still massive around the world. But at the time I decided to take a break off it. I think we were talking about that because I needed to take a break. And it's been a break. And actually now we're coming to a place where after a long time writing, we are going to be filming the beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end?
Yeah. But it sharply becomes the end. So it's going to be fun, funny, comedy. Yeah. Elliot Giles.
Yeah.
Ben. Sorry, bro. But emotional, sad, and a nice goodbye with a cliffhanger.
I like that.
That's a nutshell if you don't understand it.
Yeah, I like that, mate. One thing I'll say to you, you've always been extremely creative. I don't know where this comes from, how you have it, but when you've been doing it for so long, how do you still keep the juices flowing then?
That is, do you know what? That's normally by experience about the people I meet every day. When I was growing up, a lot of characters, especially in our school when we grew up, flipping heck, we had some weirdos. Weirdos and pedos, they're all the same. But anyway, we had a bunch of characters in our school.
Thing is, it's true though. You can't deny it. There was
drug dealers, murderers.
Fuck, it was.
And then there was that one boy called. What was it?
Don't name drop. Don't name drop. Yeah. I don't want to get this cancelled.
Jeremy Jones, you fucking pedo. I can see you. Anyway, there's no Jeremy Jones in our school. But yeah, no. When I was growing up in school, we had a lot of characters that I kind of like watched their personalities and just like thought that's so funny. That's so funny. And my mother was a chiropodist. Funny enough, on this street, where Ollie is today. And she had a lot of characters come in, and they were, characters like Di Dobbs. You remember Di Dobbs? Hello, how you doing? What's going on? Yeah. He had arms longer than his hips, carrying 2 Tesco carrier bags. Where do you find this person? There was one guy called Jeff Jones. Jeff Jones! He'd be talking to you, go, yes. Shut up, stop shouting! You'd be like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And I took these things just in and thought, fuck, man, we got to record this shit. This is incredible. So it's really funny. If you look at some of the pranks, those characters, genuinely, Di Dobbs and Jeff Jones are actually in some prank videos.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh, mate.
I swear to God. And they made it in the cut. And Di Dobbs was the first person I ever recorded on social media. The secret is out. I made a Facebook page for Di Dobbs. It got like 10,000 likes. So we were balling. And yeah, we just went from there, really. But the creativity, back to the question, comes from inspiration from people. And just, you know, you look at Only Fools and Horses. You look at older programs that our parents will watch, like Last of the Summer Wines, and that these are programs that the characters are clearly inspired by the older generation that were around them growing up. And for me, it's the same thing. And you just keep recycling, and adding a bit of a flavour. In this case, being Elliot Giles. You know, I mean, when that guy's like 70, bro, that's a character, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see someone from our area do these things. And I know we discussed this on the last episode. Like you said, so much has gone on from the last podcast to now. Where are you at in your career life?
Well, apart from sweating my tits off here because I win a jacket, I'm trying to think, what has been going on in my life?
What are you doing at the moment?
Well, actually, so after I last saw you, we was filming, I remember, yeah. And then I decided to take a mental breakdown, which is lovely. Lost the plot.
Decided to take it, or it just...
No, of course, it just hit me. I spoke to you about it. I rang up Ollie. I said, Ollie, I'm fucking cooked, mate. And, you know, I love you to death, bro, for being there, because you was there, a lot of that situation. And then it kind of got to a point where nobody could do any more for me, and I had to go and just jump into the fire with this mental breakdown I was going with, you know, this complete, you know, loss of my head, lost my marbles. And then keep looking at your camera as if I'm on.
Yeah, like... Look at me, brother.
Welcome to BBC Today on the news. I got to stop every time I will say something really inappropriate.
Yeah, pause that.
Fucking stop, Ben.
Who's the guy that stops you on your videos then? Because there's a lot of bloopers.
The editors will, or people will be there and be like, you can't say that. Anyway, so I saw you, went through a bit of a crazy mental breakdown, lost the plot. At the time, you know, let's get this in a nutshell. Broken up my relationship at the time, and I'd also business. I just lost track of business, didn't want to know. We had so many companies running, and every company that we make, and this is not like, oh yeah, every company we make goes successful because of the amount of reach we have. It's inevitable. You know, if you've got one of the biggest microphones on the planet, then of course everyone's going to see your product. Yeah. And, you know, what I might consider a bad business is someone's dream. Yeah. So all these businesses are successful, and they're definitely busy. They're definitely non-stop. And I I couldn't control all that, yet alone control Ben Phillips, which is a brand in itself. Yet alone Ben Elliot, which is a brand in itself. Yet alone Sorry Bro. It keeps going and going and going. And when I just got to this point where I couldn't keep it together anymore, I think I just took a complete split down the middle of my brain. That's the only way I can explain it. Oh my gosh, anxiety, panic attacks, everything. You don't want to be on this planet. And straight out, you're done. You're ready to go. And so I had to, weirdly, for the first time in my life, like, what? Why is this vessel not working? Why is this body not doing its job? What is wrong with you? And, your vehicle, the engine's not rolling. The spark plugs need replacing. The headlights need replacing. What is going on? This is crazy. This shouldn't happen. At the time, I'm 30 years old. I'm 29. What's going on? And so everything in this moment just goes, and from there, I have to take a break from being social media Ben Phillips, right? Being, the guy who's on red carpets, or the guy who's jumping in yachts and supercars, and being... Because it's all bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit. And I don't mean it's bullshit in terms of having that. Yeah. Who are you pleasing? Yeah. And so you're just trying to mask what an issue is. You're constantly putting filler on the cracks, which are actually deep-rooted problems, And you can have a crack in the house, but if it's deep-rooted problem, fucker's going to fall apart, right? Yeah. So I fell apart, and, cutting a long story short, had to change up, but also had to survive. Yeah. And so that's what leads me on to what have I been doing? Yeah. So to survive in that situation, I have, financially fine. And I'm very fortunate to have properties and, assets and all this stuff, and a life doing whatever I do. But I start to survive because bills, everyone's got relevancy. If your bills are £200 and someone else has £2,000 and mine are $20,000, there's a guy I know who's got £2 million, we all got bills. And I had to kind of do something to maintain the background. So I thought, let me study the market. I realized that live streaming was becoming a real big deal. And you've got to keep up with the trends all the time. But I saw live streaming becoming a big deal with ones like iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, who are constantly streaming on YouTube, Kick or whatever they're doing. And I thought, we've got the fan base to do that, but I don't have the head to do that. I didn't have the head to go out in public and be like, yo, guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Today we're going to blow up a Lamborghini. Boom. I've got to be careful what I say because I'm going to say something really appropriate.
Yeah.
Because we're not on video.
That was good. Yeah, but trying to be able to perform like that without feeling...
Yeah, right. So I couldn't because I was... Bro, every 5 minutes I was going, fuck, I'm on a heart attack.
Yeah.
I was convinced I was on a heart attack from being a fat fuck, basically. But that was such a good clip, by the way. Sorry. You know when you can see what you've just done in edit? That was really funny, Craig. I got a heart attack. Sorry, I got Krieger as well. Anyway, so I was convinced that every day going live streaming, I was going to have a heart attack or, filming full stop. I couldn't do it. I was getting anxiety, getting a sicky feeling. I just couldn't perform, bro, full stop. And I still don't know what's wrong with me at this point. I swear to God, bro, at this point, I think I've got cancer, heart problems. I think I've got tumors in my brain. Wow. Like your brain, you've gone. I've crashed. And so I thought, well, I could sit behind a computer. I'm not really a PewDiePie. I can't react to videos. I'm not really even Kai Cenat at this point. I couldn't even do the reactions he was doing or talking or chatting. Even though I've got that engine, I'm built to be like, I'm the fucking OG, man. Of course, I've done this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I started doing a bit of research and I thought, fuck, a lot of people are, not a lot, there's a small majority of people gambling. Now, this is where things twist. I'm a gambler, right? I like a bit of blackjack, casino, roulette, some slots. Slots I wasn't too partial to, but a bit of blackjack. Fuck it, you're on a whiskey with the boys and a cigar. 21, see if we can flip this 2K into 200K, right? And I get on there, and at the time, the perfect timing, there's a company called Stake, who's the biggest casino in the world, and they are just happen to be in London. And I get an email from Stake saying, yo, do you want to do live streaming gambling? And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And this is an exclusive here to my fan base, I'm sorry. I can't do the gambling stuff. I've always been pranks and that. Even though they'd understand because I'm literally mentally retarded at this point. I'm gone. I can't do it. And then they send me an offer. And I'm like, actually, you know what? I don't think the fans would mind. I think the fans are cool. You know what? This sounds pretty good. I think the fans would be really proud of me for this. And they sound like, really? They're like, yeah, Pyramid. I'm like, honestly, the fans are behind me on this one. Wait, mental health's gone, bro. I'm happy. Like, it wasn't. Of course, it wasn't.
Yes, I know.
So this is a joke, by the way. But anyway, I end up doing that for Stake on the gambling side.
Stake's massive.
Stake's huge, right? And they got an F1 team.
Conor McGregor do a part of Stake?
No, he was with Dual Bits. So this is where the story goes.
Okay.
So I end up. They say, look, you can do it for us, but you've got to be in Malta, or you've got to have a property in Malta. You can be in different areas. Okay. Because the crypto gambling laws, that they're grey area. No one knows where you can do it. There's no real law, but in Malta, it's 100% safe. I said, cool, no problem, I'll do it. So I end up getting a house in Malta. Fucking hell, 5-story, banging pool, nice. Bunch of girls, you know how it goes. Anyway, we're having a good time in Malta. I'm single as well at this point. Single. So we end up going to Malta, doing the gambling deal, and all of a sudden, bro, I'm realizing, okay, I'm mentally unstable, and right now I'm making some serious money from when I was mentally stable, close. And I'm with Stake for about 3 months, and all of a sudden this other casino hits me up called Dual Bits, and they're like, well, we'll double their deal. Now I'm in crazy digits. It's the millions, all right? And I'm like, fuck, this is crazy. Oh my God, shit. Like, you need to get mentally stable quickly. And so we're doing it for Dual Bits, which is Conor McGregor side. We end up doing that. Some of these nights, a lot of people say, oh, is the gambling real? So just to explain, the casino gives you a balance.
Right.
Ollie, here's $20,000. We need you to play for 2 hours on kick.com. Tell your fans that you're live streaming. And when they do come on, tell them, sign up to Roobet using code SORRYBRO or whatever, etc. And those fans will gamble, and when they wager, they fight for a leaderboard, and whoever gets the biggest wager wins 25 grand at the end of the month. You get commission off that, you do, but hey, you get to keep your deal, and we'll pay you to gamble. Wow, the casino's paying us. That's crazy. And your fans will get more rewards that they would get than if they normally gamble. So everyone's a winner.
Yeah. How many days are you doing this? Or how many?
Every day.
Oh,
Every day. This is daily, right? So in that situation, we're like, we're like evolving into this market, finding out about this whole like, wow, this is crazy. You get paid to gamble, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, I'm with Dual Bits. I end up doing my first stream, and I max win. A max win means the most money you can win in that bet size. It was a $3,000 bonus, no, $2,400 bonus, and it paid 500 grand. And I'm like,
wow,
do we get to keep this now? Like, I didn't talk this far. I didn't get to this point. Like, do we keep the money? And I'm sitting there an hour later being like, well, I've clicked withdraw. And all of a sudden, I'll never forget, we're sitting outside. We're outside in the garden, me and Craig, fair enough, in Malta. And all of a sudden, there's just a ping on the cryptocurrency app, like 500K deposited. I'm like,
holy fuck.
Oh, fuck. We need to take this serious.
Yeah.
It's not just about being paid for the casino anymore. It's about winning as well.
Yeah.
So from there, we end up going to Roubet. Now, Roubet and Stake are the biggest casinos on the planet. They are the absolute boom. They are the competitors. So we've just made a move from Adidas to Nike, to give you an idea, right? Dual-Bits is a middle contender. I'll mention them because it is Riz, but Roubet and Stake are the big boys. That's Nike and Adidas. And to give you an idea, Stake has Drake, Roubet has Snoop Dogg. Wow. That's where we're at now. Do you know what I mean? Stake has Aiden Ross, Roubet has Steve Will Do It, Stake has this, Roubet has Ben Phillips, Togi, it keeps going, all the different people, you know? And now we're like in this league where it's like, fuck, like we're actually contending and playing. So we've been with Roubet now for nearly a year now. We've been doing the market for about a year and 6 months, year and 5 months. But, we're in the gambling game.
Wow.
Which is crazy. We're professional gamblers, from professional pranksters, professional gamblers. Oh, all the things our teachers would have said, don't be so stupid.
Yeah, that's so... I'm a bit, not speechless, but like, how is that possible? You know, like, no one would have taught you this. No one would have taught you go become a prankster to now a live gambler or professional.
You sure you don't want me vaping?
You vape whatever you want.
But just to be clear, I'll always be a professional prankster.
Yeah.
Oh, number one, bro. Number one. That's always number one. Everything's always going to be like that's what I'll be known for. But also I'm known for doing a lot of different things. You know, I've been involved in crypto, the gambling. I've been involved in so many different businesses. God, even to vape businesses, bro. You know, no matter what you say, we're involved in. But the gambling is just like, wow, this is wild. Yeah, this is surreal. You know. So
you essentially in Malta for a period and then hop back and forth. So
So I pop back to do like like this stuff.
Yeah, nice.
See my family, my dogs, more importantly.
Nice, man.
I love my dogs. My dogs live in the house. They do.
Yeah.
And
how do you then split, like you said earlier, like the Lamborghini, that lifestyle with Ben Phillips? How do you correlate them together? How do you integrate them together essentially? Because there's two wild worlds.
How do you mean?
For instance, Ben Phillips here, I'm going to visit my family, catch up with people here, and then you're making bank. I'm
only doing this because you're my mate. You do know that, right? That's
it,
part of it. You're my friend. I'm not doing this for any other reason than you're my mate. I mean,
like you just said then, you just come into Bridgend then, you're like, wow, it's changed so much.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Like this, of course, okay, so the worlds are completely, they're worlds apart, right? And I will always have profound respect for my friends and my family from where I'm from.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what people refer to Bridgend being, look, you can live in any town in the UK and you'll go, but Oxford's a shithole.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's fucking Oxford, you idiot. Cambridge is a shithole. Really? Oh, well, that's interesting. It's only one of the most expensive places to live. No problem. Edinburgh's a shithole. Everything's a shithole. London's a shithole. Honestly, you live in Mykonos in Greece. Yeah. The person who lives there says, it's a shithole. So take that away. All right? It's your fucking home.
Yeah.
All right? Roll your dick back in. It's your fucking home, mate, all right? And this is my home. Yeah. And this is where I'm from. And these are my people. These are my friends, where I grew up. And this is what cultivated and molded me to be who I am. And what I love about Bridgend is it molded me because, we grew up as some hard fucking bastards, we did. And it molded me to be ready for the world of idiots out there, that are like, shut the fuck up. I'm from Bridgend. Not from Wales, boys. Bridgend.
Different breed.
And originally I'm from Nantymol. So really? I'm from an even harder place back in the valleys. But no, I've got a lot of respect. And do you know what? I've always as well, probably every 2 or 3 years, just taken a drive down to Nantymol Valley.
Really?
Down to the valleys, just to look and go, this is where all... We recorded Ben Elliot 10 years And on that 10 years, we go to Nantymore Valley and we show where I grew up, the house I was in, the school and everything. And, you know, I couldn't believe just like, that was surreal. For me, that's a real jump.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, shit. And shout out to all them, because they're all fucking G's. But, yeah, we're coming back to my family and friends now. You know, you text me 2 days ago, 3 days ago, straight away, bro.
Yeah,
whatever
I respect that, man.
I mean, and that's for anyone who's here, who needs help.
That means a lot.
Yeah, of course, man.
It's good. It's good to see, and it's good that, you know, you've kept yourself grounded. And it's really hard for a lot of people to understand, because you've gone a different path to, like, let's say sports.
Yes.
You've gone a different path to that highlight. This is like maybe when you started, you're probably one of the first.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So we're kind of trying to...
When I did this, I was definitely one of the first worldwide. This was crazy. There was one or two people who were doing it on YouTube, but there was, oh my gosh, maybe like 5 or 6 of us who were doing it as not YouTubers, as social media stars. A social media star is someone who's over every platform.
Yeah.
And the aim at that time, 12 years ago, was to get 1 million on every platform. And then it was like, okay, well, now it's to get 10 million. Okay, well, now it's to make 10 million. And now it's to, okay, in live audience, meet 10 million. It was crazy. So it is a brand new project of, you know, something that's happened. But now it's just classed as, you know, it's social media stars. Oh, in this day and age, I would say as far as in a good category, close to movie stars, mate. And I think people are starting, a lot of people go, no, what are you talking about? Shut the fuck up, bro. The amount of you that go, oh my God, when you see a person from social media, is crazy compared to a movie star. Go, oh my God, it's not so and so.
Yeah, it's bigger.
But then you see, it's changed now where people are floods, thousands of people in the streets, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. That guy Speed.
Speed,
he's
look
huge.
what Speed's doing right now. Speed has got 32 to 40,000 people in streets going wild.
I know.
And so we didn't get to record when we went to Asia about 10 years ago. 60,000 people waiting at the airport for Ben Elliot.
It's mad, that is.
And we didn't have live streaming back then. Facebook Live was the first ever live. It didn't even exist then, see? And so we could only go back and tell everyone the stories. Stories didn't even exist.
Yeah.
It was just, you post.
Oh, that's right.
You just post on Facebook and YouTube a long form video and hope you get in the vlog. And there was so much going on that you couldn't. And watching Speed go to Asia was like, see, I fucking told you. It's crazy out there. And people don't understand, man. It's like, this is... It's different because
it's so impressive. But like you said, that guy Speed, he's seen rubbing shoulders with footballers. He's on stages with bands, and I'm like,
WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, look at Logan and Jake, what they've done.
Yeah.
Like Logan's now WWE star. Prime's crazy. You know, the boxing matches Jake's doing. You know, Speed jumping. They're all Mr. Beast as well. Everyone is doing a part, and I'm able to admit myself that I'm no longer capable of doing, ironically, that speed of social media anymore. Yeah. So I would prefer now, you know, and I think I've said before, if you class them as rappers and you've got your Kanye, your Jay-Z, and your flipping Snoop Dogg and that, I'm happy being Dr. Dre. I'll be the background and do the business now. Hey, I'm happy being Dr. Dre, mate. I'm trying to make my $1 billion beats here.
Yeah, I like that though, but it's really interesting you said that, because I think Mr. B said it, like, he's accepted that he's going to obviously impact his mental health so much to pursue this. Like he said, I've got to acknowledge that I'm doing this.
When you said your dog snores,
mate, I'm not joking. Just give him a little patch, mate. That dog don't look around.
Craig, I was looking at you being like, what is wrong with you?
I've fallen asleep. This is so boring.
Fuck you, bitch.
It's Mowgli, man. He's a hell of a boy. I bring him in some days and he snores.
I was looking at Craig being like, what are you doing, bro? I thought he farted at first. I was like, what's wrong with you?
I just normally have a couple of pens, just a little throw them at the floor, but he's good. But what I was saying with Mr. Beast is, I think he said in an interview, he said he's kind of accepted the fact that this has got an effect on his mental health, because in order to do these videos, in order to create this, you've got to lose yourself a little bit in the process.
There's 2 people who have done an interview recently and said this. Mr. Beast said that, you know, in order to do this 24/7, you have to accept that it's going to affect your mental health. See, in the moment, and I am the absolute A-class case of it, all right, and I've been through it, and I'm experiencing it. I think before or with at the same time some other social media stars who aren't talking about it right now. I've been talking about my Instagram, talking about my YouTube. Not for views, bro. Just to be like, yo, this is a problem. I think it's going to be bigger. I was scared shitless, bro. I thought I was going to fucking die. Like, I generally thought, oh my God, the hospital can't see this tumor in my brain. Something's wrong. My heart's exploded. So there is a mental health issue that comes with it, which is you are working. Oh my, like if you think you work hard, you don't know what it's like to do social media when you are 24/7. Like, yo guys, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, selfie. You know, fighting off the fucking hate, taking in the likes. Oh, it's crazy, but then new content. And so Mr. Beast mentioned this, and also Elon Musk. Elon Musk said that it's impossible to work this hard and not be ill, and not be sick, and not be mentally ill, because you know Elon's crazy, man. Elon's out there, you know, making Tesla on acid, bro. That guy's like lit, man. He's like going for 24/7. I know people got different opinions, but Beast and Elon are two very similar people who don't stop. Beast is probably more approachable. Don't get me wrong. He's got more of a, you know, hey, how's it going, man? And Elon's like, oh, yeah. That's, you know what I mean? I understand they're different. Yeah. They're both working very hard. And I've been with both of those men are where everything depends on you to have the next biggest idea, the next biggest thing in your own niche. And Elon's niche is massive, right? And Beast's is entertainment. Mine was comedy, which comedy's huge. And at one point, you would have had Will Smith, you would have had Eddie Murphy, you know, back then. And before them, it was Laurel and Hardy, it was Charlie Chaplin. So all these different people have done these different things. And the stress that comes from it is crazy. And I didn't believe it. I thought that I was superhuman. I thought, nothing can touch me. You can't touch me. What can you do to me? Fucking hell. Bro, it broke me. Yeah. Nailed. Absolutely nailed. To the point that I'm shitting myself now of even thinking about being Ben Phillips ever again. And I've got to do this last stunt for Ben Elliot thing, but I shit myself. I'm like, fuck, that's a lot. That's... fuck.
It's as if you're kind of going back into the fire a bit.
Yeah.
That's the feeling.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Everything just mixes, you know, and it's crazy.
I can imagine. It's
scary subject.
No, it's
Need my vape.
I appreciate it. But it's in this period as well. You went through a pretty broad breakup. Like it was out there. It went like a hidden breakup. Now breakups isn't fun for anyone.
No,
regardless. But then you've had to do it whilst trying to perform.
Yeah.
Whilst trying to manage a team and trying to promote. That takes its toll.
Someone drumming outside now, are they? Fucking shut up! Sorry, mate. Oh, it's the bloody Will. Oh, look at them. These bastards. Sorry, mate. I'll go on. That was a great question, by the way. That was a great question. That's how you avoid question 101 with Ollie.
I was going to say,
was that somebody outside? No. Okay.
If you don't want to talk about it,
no, you can. Ask again. Go for it.
Well, it's just more about asking yourself. Hey, everyone. It's Ollie Olds here with a quick word from our incredible sponsor, Pitch Roofer. You know, your home is your castle, and nothing protects that castle better than a solid, reliable roof. That's where Pitch Roofer comes in. They're not just building roofs, they're building trust, community, and peace of mind. Pitch Roofer has been serving our local community for years, and what really sets them apart is their commitment to giving back, from supporting local sport teams to donating to charities. They're making a real difference beyond roofing. Together, we are stronger. Now, if your roof is looking a little worse for wear, or you are thinking it might be time for a full replacement, Pitch Roofer has got you covered with top quality solutions tailored to protect your home and boost that curb appeal. Why should you choose Pitch Roofer? Let me break it down for you. Experienced professionals. These guys know this stuff with years of expertise in residential roofing. Affordable rates, competitive pricing with no hidden costs, high quality materials, durable weather resistant products that stand the test of time. Free inspections. Get the condition of your roof checked at no cost. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. They're not happy until you are. So whether it's a repair, a replacement, or you just want a peace of mind your roof is in good conditions, give Pitch Roofer a call on 01656 470016. A text message to 07540 443345 or email gerald@pitchroofer.co.uk. Pitch Roofer, building more than roofs, building a stronger community. Now, back to the show. You went through a breakup with not just your normal breakup. You've gone through one where it's kind of in the headlines and everyone knows you too. And people ask you questions. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And you're trying to deal with your own shit while trying to communicate to the millions of followers you got and then balancing your own mental health.
That was a strange one. And I obviously don't have anything bad to say and I'll say Georgia, I don't know anything bad to say on her, we both went through a moment where 6 years being together is a long time. We had gone through everything. I knew Georgia when I was 16. So we knew each other back in the day. And I think that's why I was more so at the time, like that with Georgia, was because we felt it was before fame. It was before anything. And so that was my ride and die, right? And I think that for us both, we'd done so much. You know, the outgrowing phase? We didn't outgrow each other, but we did outgrow each other. It's hard to explain. We had done everything. We had done what people do in 60 lifetimes in 6 years. Yeah. And that is just bonkers. And I mean we've done so much more that you can't ever imagine that's abnormal for a couple to do in that lifetime. And that's not just because of money and financial, but it was opportunity from the world being like, please come here. We want you to be the first. Please come. And when you've done the first of most people, 6 years later, and people are like, oh my God, have you seen that? I'm like, yeah, fuck, I did it when it first opened 6 years ago, man. Yeah. And I did it with her, and we did it together. So she's all I knew at that point. Even though I had my mates around me, Elliot, Tristan, all the different boys, she was who I went home to every night. And we used to, talk about, fuck, what are we doing next? Yeah. We used to be clueless sometimes together, being like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. We used to see sometimes the financial wins, and we're like, oh my God, we still celebrate. We were like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, George, fucking hell, we're loaded. Like, yeah, that's amazing. Other times we were like, oh shit, we're broke. Yeah, we fucked it. Oh my God. She's shouting at me, you fucking spent it all again on Pokemon cards. I'm like, I know. I was trying to get Charizard. like we've been there together. Yeah. And I don't have a bad thing to say because I don't want to, and I'm sure, she would say the same thing. But when that had happened and we both had this moment of, okay, this is happening. This is ending. And we couldn't even tell everyone that we broke up. Yeah. Because our PR at the time said you're not allowed to. You have to keep going for 6-7 months. So now I have to go around public, and I didn't realize how many times I was actually asked during the relationship, how's George? How's she? Sure, right? How are you doing at home? How's things? Until we were broken up. Then I realized, oh my God, I'm asked this by every single person. How's your relationship? How's things going? Fine. It's good. Great, good. Everything's fine. Oh, what's she up to? Just home. And, all of a sudden, we're having to coordinate each other, being like, oh my gosh, we're not in the same place anymore. We're not in the same things. There was so many brands that were inviting us together to events, and then we're having to explain, oh, sorry, we can't. And they're not small events. They're from all the top brands, your Cartier, your Rolex, your Louis Vuitton, and all that stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, we can't come. And they put on the most amazing events. And now you're kind of like offending them, being like, oh, we just can't make it, sorry, we're busy. And it was because we were in this place of being broken up and not being able to tell the whole world until one day I said, fuck it, I'm telling. Like, I'm saying it to the world. I'm saying, so I put on my story, look, we broke up, all that stuff. And I was already really in the dark depths of my head gone at that time. So I was evil in my own self. I just didn't like anything. I didn't give a fuck about the advice given. So I told it, look, we're over. And I had to post on, and it's so embarrassing having to post on Instagram.
100%.
Do you know how embarrassing it is? No one talks about this. It's embarrassing to have to say, we failed. That's very embarrassing. And no one talks about that. I feel the weirdos out there are like, oh, I need to put out there for attention. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. It's embarrassing. Yeah. And I embarrassingly had to put it out on the internet being like, that relationship that you thought was like perfect and everything? Yeah, it's fucking not. Sorry. We crashed. We fell. And that for me was like, and she was mortified as well. She was mortified with me for posting it, but I had to because what she couldn't see, or maybe she could because she was on the other side, I was constantly having to say, we're fine, we're great. And you can't even move on with your life. Yeah. You can't, so if we both wanted to, if we were both, which we were okay in ourselves about breaking up, right? And we couldn't even move on with our lives. There was no, you couldn't, not that in 6 months you'd go and date someone. Or anything, but, I wouldn't. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
That's smiling for.
Well, I wouldn't.
Well, man, I'm glad that you can be here and speak so openly about it without,
I think more people should, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's look, you see these the footballer's broken up with so-and-so, or this is broken up with so-and-so, and they don't get to control the narrative, and neither was I. The narrative that went out there, oh my gosh, it was crazy. She's broken up with him because of tax purposes. What the fuck? Shut up. Or, well, HMRC have got involved, do they? Or she's broken up with him because he's on the run internationally. I'm in Wales, boys. Where you at? And all these different things. Or he's broken up with her because she's doing this, she's doing that. Oh, shut up. So we made an agreement, me and George did, that we would be friends and we would have each other's back and clear up any bullshit that came along, which we actually did have to do, believe it or not, several times. And we are just friendly. And that is it. There's nothing to it. I don't have anything to say on it. And I've not actually spoke about it full stop. And for you,
hey, respect.
I spoke about it because I trust you and I love you, bro. But, you know, I've got nothing bad to say about that. But it was hard. And I would be lying if I didn't tell the men out there, and also the women, it split me in half. Yeah. That, you know, there was losing, and it was a part that did crack me with the mental health. I'm not going to deny that, but it destroyed me. I was beside myself for days because it wasn't so much so about the love aspect. I've lost a friend that I was with every single day that I used to depend on. Do you know what I mean? And not so much depend on, but we used to depend on each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, you know, it was just like, oh my gosh, this is a lot to go through. Now what do I do? The person I would turn to that I could trust amongst any other person out there, they used to lie to me for money gain. People used to tell me what I wanted to do for money gain. People used to have something bad to say to me for money gain. People wanted views for money gain. Everything was the same fucking shit. That was the one person who'd go, well, you can see what they're doing.
She'd call you out on that aspect.
Yeah, of course, call them out on the aspect. Yeah, you know?
yeah.
And so that then was like, you know, I'm a big boy. I can do this myself. I'd been doing it for 4 years before she was in my life. So, you know, I had to kind of try relearn that part of me. That. But then alongside there, businesses started crashing. Team members started walking away. Not because of that, but team members started walking away because they had other intentions. Team members internally were stabbing me in the back. Team members were rinsing me. People were really, you know, I'm not going to say names, but people, you know, were screwing me in every angle. So I had no choice but to lock myself in the house. Yeah. And at that point, become a recluse and lost the plot, which is kind of where I phoned you.
Man, first of all, thank you so much for sharing that, bro. Like, so many avenues of what you spoke about that don't get spoken about enough. But then on top of that, when you said, like, with your fame and your leverage, how do you, obviously you just said George was the person to be like, hey, that person's, you know, playing the game against you. How have you become aware of that now? What you...
I mean, look, I have had fantastic, you know, going back to, I said, the PR company where they've always had my back, and my lawyers, it's crazy. Actually, I've got 2 professional relationships that have really had my back. And normally I'd say to a lot of people, well, they've got your back because of the money. These guys, I can openly say I've owed money to in multiple times where we've had a hard battle, we've won, but it's taken all my funds. And specifically, you know, shout out to Chris Charnley and Tahir. These guys really had my back where they've at all costs said, you know, stay away from that, stay from this, stay from this. So I had a professional build up that helped me from day one. And they've been there with me, not just as professionals, as friends. Merry Christmas, Ben. Happy birthday, happy Easter. Are you okay? On the phone to me 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm crying my eyes out because my life, I don't know what to do. Really good guys. And I've got very lucky with that in a professional sense to become a personal friendship. But more importantly from it all is my father. My father is, oh my gosh, absolute rock. Dave fucking Phillips. What a man. He is a hero. He's a rock. And he's had my back the whole way. And he's just, he's literally, whether it's in any capacity, like nailed it and just been there for me and helped me through it all. And my mother and father are great, but my father's brilliant. And internally, what I've kept close, Elliot's always next to me, but now I've come to a place where I just want a small stack of people I can trust. And the only people in my life that I can fully trust is Elliot, Dave, and Craig. And that is it. That's the only people I want around me 24/7. There's other people around me that work and help in components, and I do trust them. I don't want anyone to feel left out. But the people that are my rocks, who have been with me through the shit and seen me, you know, come in at 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm pissed off my face on white wine. Oh, life's fucked, you know, Jesus Christ, you know, and like fucked on my face. And like they've been there all the times, you know, you're ready to jump, bro, literally, you know.
You got that bad?
Yeah, of course, man. I've got a really good friend called John Ram, another one who's a good guy. And, you know, I'm there I'm in a car one night. I'm in the Rolls Royce. Funny story about this. Let me add this in, okay?
Please.
Steve Harvey says, if I ever become homeless and broke, he says, why have you got 13 cars? I said, why would you spend $500,000 on one car? He goes, well, if I become homeless and broke, at least I'm homeless and broke in a Rolls Royce. And at one point, I was fucked, right? And I'm there in my Rolls Royce Cullinan. I'm fucked, bro. I've lost it all. Really? All my money's gone, everything. I'm cooked. I've spent it all. Been on a 46-day bender in Mykonos. No, in Europe. I think I phoned you that. Remember I was traveling around Europe?
Yeah.
Drugs, drink, Colombian girls. Oh, sorry, I had to say it.
Get the camera off me. Put it back on him. Yes.
Sorry to you. Recently new miss.
Yeah.
Anyway. Papacito. Anyway. So, all the guys out there know what I mean. I'm on this like bender going crazy, and I end up coming back home to the UK, and I haven't got a penny to my name. I can't even afford to fill up the flipping roller. I'm screwed. I've really just spent millions in 1 month. There's no other way to say it. I've gone nuts out of. And I'm on the phone to my mate John, and oh my God, I was just there. I was so there, and I was crying my eyes out to him, saying like, John, this is it. I'm ringing you to say I love you. Bye. Like, I couldn't think of anything better than the escape of the pain that I was going through my head. And I was so confused and so lost in my head, bro, ready to just like, I can't even tell you. Every day I'd wake up and the thought was how? How do I kill myself? If you want the truth. Wow. The thought every day was, how do I end this pain? There's some days you sit on the edge of your bed and you end up psyching yourself up to kill yourself. And you don't tell anyone about those times until now, because I fully believe that I've got over that hurdle and I can talk about this now. But you fully psych yourself up. I'll do it this way, I'll do it that way. How do I get hold of a gun? If you want the truth, that's easier. That's the fastest way. You know, I've never watched anyone kill themselves, so I can only go by how the movies would work. How do I get hold of a gun? Or obviously, you know, a rope on a tree that's strong enough. Okay, well, I might get second thoughts going up there, so I may as well do it fast. Lots of shit going through your head. Lots of shit. Overdosing, pussy's way, you may as well get it done faster. You know, I'm not saying that as a pussy, but that's what my brain was thinking. And John, my mate, was just talking me down from every flipping aspect and every way that I was doing it. And he's such a loving guy. Sometimes on the phone, 3 a.m, the guy's like trying to talk me down from it, being like, look, this is not the way forward. This is not how you do it. It's crazy times. You can't explain it. And I couldn't even talk to people like Elliot, because I felt like the mentality in Elliot was, it's mental health, bro. Come on, get over it. Yeah. And I'm sorry to say that. And I think he knows that he understands now. Elliot fully understands now, and he's always been my best mate. But he fully understands now that it's real, that it exists. He's seen me degrade as a person. He's seen me put on 7 stone, bro. He's seen me my hair was falling out. He's seen all these different parts of me. He's seen all of a sudden this mad addiction to drugs and alcohol out of nowhere. Seen this throwing money away. But at the time, like most people, mental health. Yeah. You'll be all right, bro. Come on. Get over it. You just need to go to the gym. I understand the gym helps mental health, but the gym is not the fix to mental health.
No, it's not going to solve it.
And I think a lot of people really miss that. And I see this all over the internet. Go to the gym. Get up, you pussy. Go to the gym. Yeah. Cool, bro. We go to the gym. That fixes half the problem. We're not fixing... It doesn't even fix half. 20%, maybe 10% of giving you endorphins. Yeah. But the endorphins are energy to go and fix the issue with your mental health. But if you don't know what the fucking fix is, then what's the point? And so that's why I said... That's why I was like, well, fuck the gym. No. I need to fix this shit. I need to go to the gym. Yeah, look at this. Fuck yeah, I need to go to the gym. Of course I do. You don't think I look in the mirror? But what I can't see in the mirror is what's going on there.
It's powerful, man. I appreciate you sharing that. And you're obviously able to say now, because you can tell, obviously, you're in a way more grounded place right now.
Yes.
You wouldn't have said it otherwise.
Very good professionals around me. I mean, you was a good mate around me. I used to ring you up. Fuck, bro. Every week we were on the phone to each other. And there was no specific. It was just chatting.
Yeah.
I had professionals around me, my doctors, my therapists, and shout out to IGP in Cardiff, best fucking doctors going. And he got to I'm on fluoxetine, I'm on propanol. So propanol is a pill that slows down anxiety, slows your blood flow to stop anxiety. Once we controlled that, then we started taking fluoxetine, which is for the brain. And the fluoxetine was something to help. I don't know the technical aspects, but I know that it helps my receptors or something with the endorphins, and it just, makes me happier. That has brought Ben back, and that allowed me then to fix the issues that was wrong with me, because I was in such a dark place. to realize, actually, you've got chronic ADHD. Actually, you've got chronic this, chronic that. Fuck, it's because you stopped filming. All of these things had nothing to burn out on, so they burned you. Wow. Wow.
That's a big reflection, though.
Yeah.
That's a big one because... What's up, guys? This podcast is brought to you by UTest. UTest provides clinically accurate, rapid home testing kits for a variety of medical conditions and deficiencies. Designed for convenience, these tests deliver results in just 5 minutes, eliminating the need to wait days or weeks for lab results. The range includes tests for prostate PSA levels, bowel cancer screening, onset menopause to fertility, and more. All tests are available with the next day delivery at www.utest.co.uk. Use the code 0010 for 10% off your order. Now, let's go back to the episode. The thing is, when you do the video, I assume, you get the massive views, you get the kickbacks off. It's such a high as well, right?
Huge rush.
And you're just chasing that dragon then.
Huge rush.
Yeah.
Huge rush. When you get those views and those likes and everything and your video's going viral... Oh, it's trending. You're wanking then, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Do you find then though, like, we're all competitive nature, but then you've got YouTubers chasing your tail because you was one of the originals. Then you're like, how do I keep going? And then it's like a vicious cycle because it's like you haven't got a chance to stop.
Competitive nature is a good point. I did have a moment where I had to really think. Probably a year that took. I had to think like. So I said, do I want to carry on chasing this? And that's why I decided no, I don't. And I can accept it. You know the words "quit while you're ahead." That's why I want to do the last Ben Elliot. Because if I do the last Ben Elliot video, and it's going to get massive traction, and we'll do probably a couple of live screens of it for people to meet us for the last time, it'll have all this big buzz. But I'm happy to quit while I'm ahead. Yeah. I'm happy to do that, and I'm happy to change my direction of me. And people say, "Oh, why are you doing the gambling?" I explain the gambling like if you're a Premiership football player as a YouTuber, well, the gambling in Saudi League. Yeah. I'm happy to be in Saudi League right now. I'm done with being the chaser. I don't need to win the fucking trending. I don't need to be the top. I don't need any more YouTube awards, no more Facebook shit, none of that. I'm very fortunate that Facebook are very kind and carry on paying me for the rest of my life. YouTube carries on paying me for the rest of my life. That is because that's work and hard work of the videos that stay there. And also they do, Facebook have separate bonus programs where they look after their creators. And I will shout them out for that. But I don't want to be the guy anymore who's like farming, view farming. It just doesn't do it for me. And I was one of the OGs who view farmed.
What's like farming and view farming?
Hit the like button, subscribe to notifications on Complo, hashtag sorry bro. And so what I'd be like is, if you like this right now, then we're going to give away 10 iPhones, or every 10 views this gets, we'll donate, or we'll do this. That's view farming, like farming. Going out into the street and doing crazy shit. That's view farming, you know? Right. Like farming is giving away something. View farming was going out and doing crazy shit. Elliot having a dildo stuck to his head. Yeah. Elliot going through a bush, through a window. You know, me and Elliot blowing up something, going into the middle of London City doing crazy shit. And I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah. I've done so much. Yeah. And pranks are high maintenance, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Pranks are huge.
Has there ever been where the prank hasn't gone off and you're like, fuck, that was our moment. But
there's some pranks and you think, fucking poor Elliot.
Yeah.
He just had his left nipple blown off for 30,000 likes. And most people are like, 30,000 likes, brilliant. I'm like, nah, bro, that should have been 3 million. Yeah. Like, this is shit. We need to do this again. Get off my nipple. Poor guy.
Is it mad though that then, for instance, you put loads of work into one video back in the day and you'd be like, that should go mad. And then that doesn't, and then some of you have put minimal effort.
I didn't have much time back in the day because I had to make the prank and see if it worked. I couldn't redo them. I had to get it done there and then.
But I mean, for instance, like, was it ones we went, this is a low maintenance prank. It'll do okay. And then that one's blown up. And then this one, you've like, I put thousands into this and it's fucking done nothing.
There's one time they're doing this stupid video. They've locked Elliot into a wardrobe and they're pretending he's in a coffin. And I'm like, this is fucking ass. Elliot knows he's not in a coffin. He knows he's in a wardrobe. We know he's not in a fucking coffin, he's in a wardrobe. And they're throwing sweets at the wardrobe, pretending that's the dirt going on the coffin. And I have to walk out. I go, this is shit, I can't be part of this. This is where I really know Ben Phillips has gone down the pan. This motherfucker gets 500,000 likes, bro. I'm like, wow. And the video, like a week before, is like some super duper video that's had hundreds of thousands, not tens, hundreds of thousands in it. Flop. So I don't know, bro. What does like the simple shit
Yeah.
works? And people say in my comments all the time when I used to do the pranks, Ben, it's the simple stuff that works. Ben, you know when they say, "Oh, we missed the old stuff," it's because I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to be anything but just Ben Elliot.
So for now, then, it's the gambling. That's the new. That's the craze at the moment. Like that's the Saudi league.
The gambling thing is just my daytime thing,
yeah.
and it's good fun. Roobet are a brilliant company, and Roobet are fucking insane. I have to shout Roobet are massive. I've shouted a lot of people this one, but we were talking in the beginning about the other casinos, and Roobet are by far number one. And I've been with them, bunch of good guys, because they've got a soul. Most casinos don't have a soul. Roobet do.
That's good.
Yeah, they actually give a fuck about their players and their users and their members and their streamers. So I'm with them at the moment. That's been fun. But the video side of it, the last part's coming. That's all I can say, and that's going to be crazy.
That's cool, that is.
Oh, bro, it's going to be cool.
Yeah. So you've always been loyal to YouTube, right? Out of all of them, is that right? Because you were Vines originally, when that was
my loyalty has been purchased in different areas. That's the truth. I'm not going to lie about that.
Yeah.
My loyalty was to Facebook. My loyalty was massively to Facebook.
Yeah.
But my loyalty was then purchased by YouTube.
Right.
My loyalty was to Vine. It got purchased by Facebook. Got purchased by YouTube. Got purchased by XYZ. All different companies. But my loyalty's been to Facebook because they were just more personal. I met the presidents of YouTube at the time, but then they all changed their jobs, so I didn't get time for them to be there long. Whereas Mark has been part of Facebook. You know, he owns Facebook, Zuckerberg, and the employees he had were brilliant. And they wanted to do this project, which was, how do we make the most viral influencer in the world? And we got lucky to become that person at that time, 215, 216, 217, 218, right? And that was just so much fun with them. And, you know, they let us be the first ever live on the planet. 1.4 million people watching. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. We're on stage with the vamps we are, putting an egg on Elliot's head. It just, none of it made sense, bro. We didn't even understand what that meant back then. Now, flipping heck, you're lucky if you get 2,000 flipping viewers now.
I know.
Because it's changed. They're so saturated now.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? Because it's saturated so much.
But back then, what Facebook did is they put a notification out to the whole world. Boom. Ben Phillips is live. Wow. Even if you didn't follow me, it came up, it did. And it was wild. It was us live. Dwayne Johnson went live as well. And then I can't remember someone else, but it was us. And like when stories happened, they were like, look, you're the first people to have stories in the world. This is stupid. Who the hell wants stories?
How are you trying to understand it? Because it's new then. You're trying to create videos and stuff, and you're like, no one's giving you like a tutorial, like a manual.
They would just they would say, look, we think this is a cool tool. Here's a thing called stories. You just upload a little video, 15 seconds. That's what it used to be, remember? 15 seconds. All right, okay, no problem. What the hell? Put a story up. This thing gets like 10, 20 million views. And I'm like, oh, we got like 700,000 followers at the time on Instagram because they notified everyone again to test it, which I understand. Yeah. And you're just like, wow, what is this? And now stories are like the most powerful things. Yeah. It's your biggest promo. Yeah. We really took for granted what we were getting given back in the day and what they were testing us. Monetization. First ever page in the world to have monetization on Facebook. This is where you're going to make money. What does that even mean? Okay, maybe we'll get $200, $300. And then I told you the story earlier on this very street where I go and look at a cash point. And I'm working in my mum's shoe shop, my mother's shoe shop. And I'm like, oh, fuck, me and mum don't have to work anymore.
It's amazing.
Wow.
That's mad, that is, bro.
It's crazy stuff. So, you know, it's been to be the first has been a mad experience where a lot of these companies have given you stuff that no one else got to see. And then you become naturally like a social media guru, but I can't be arsed, mate.
I was going to say to you, like, have you ever thought about creating like a guideline for people? Because there's so many people trying to coach people how to be good at content and get views and likes and stuff. Have you ever thought about?
I did think about it, but you've got people out there like Gary Vee, for example, who are doing a great job. And Gary's a good friend of mine. Great job of telling people how to do stuff. Maybe it does need someone, maybe a bit younger like me to do a different outview on it. But I'll just leave it to the people who are doing it already. Some people are really learning. Some people are really invested. If you're not invested, don't do it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing shit for a quick buck. No. Listen, I do the gambling because I actually enjoy gambling. Yeah. I fucking love seeing the slots machines. I love seeing it all. I love it all. Love a bit of blackjack. Shouting at some guys, you fucking scam! How dare you! I love it all. All right, I enjoy that. I do, but I ain't doing shit I don't enjoy. Yeah, nice. Do you know what I mean?
It's good to be in a position you can do that, though. It's really nice, though, Ben, to hear and see how more grounded you are at this stage of your life? Obviously, like those last 3 years have taught you a lot, reflected a lot.
Well, the last time I saw you, I think I was wearing jewellery on both of my wrists.
That's right.
And I don't wear that shit anymore. Yeah. I can't be fucked with the materialism anymore. And that's one thing I want to put out there. Listen, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I got a Louis Vuitton jacket. I've had this jacket for about 5 years now, 6 years. You know, it's nothing new. I'm not that person anymore. I used to be a person that aspired. In fact, in my old relationship, we both used to aspire to constantly have what was the newest thing. That's all they used to entertain you. That was the only dopamine I used to get. Whatever the newest thing was, buy it. There and then I have to be that person. Yeah. I have to have it. I have to have this car, this item, this, that. And there's nothing wrong with nice items. There's nothing wrong with, you know, whatever capacity you see that on, whether you're doing a clothes shop for 300, 400 quid in Zara, or whether you're doing a clothes shop in Louis Vuitton for £3,000. That's probably a pair of jeans if you're lucky. But you know, if you've got a Casio, or if you've got a flipping Phillips, or whatever, it doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong with that. But when it's your goal and all you care about is constantly having the newest materialistic thing, and all, if you remember, I used to have diamonds all over my hands. I had the flipping Jaguar ring on, 60 grand. Another ring next to 20 grand. Cartier bangle, 55 iced out. Then the 3 standard ones, 777. Then a Rolex is another 35. Oh, what are you flipping? What am I? I don't want to be that person anymore. And I know people out there, you know, different people be like, oh, you know, you don't want to do it because you're a bitch. All right, sorry, Andrew Tate. What I'm saying, bro, is I don't give a fuck anymore. I've been there and I've done it. Yeah. I have done it in every capacity. Your iced out factory watch, to your nice clean standard Rolex, to your iced out factory. And I'll say the word factory because I know what people are like. Oh, yeah, those are custom. That's how petty we've become. Oh, well, the diamond wasn't from the Cartier factory.
Ah, get a grip.
I'm done with being that person.
Yeah, man, good.
I still have nice things, of course I do. But do you know what? I'm more concerned now with just... only recently I fell in love with my house in Wales. Yeah? Yeah, when I just started doing the garden. What the hell? Yeah. Doing the garden, bro. What was I doing the other day? Jet washing, wasn't I, Craig? Jet washing the floor. Don't know why, I just found it funny. Just, fuck it, I want to jet wash.
It's therapeutic.
I've been digging a track out in my forest. I got a forest and I've been digging out a track and I want to have fairy lights for this track I do. So if I get a girl over, I got a romantic walk then, you know?
Nice, mate.
Yeah, no Colombians there.
I like that though, Ben.
But I'm just doing small things that matter, you know, and like, fuck, dab a bit of paint around the house. You know, we're in Malta and Craig's like, you know, we're out there jet washing around the pool and, I can't be asked anymore for this. Yeah. The version of me before, I actually don't like. And I realised he was a bit of a prick. Yes, people like him and they like the ways, but I don't like that person anymore.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting you say that because you hear so much of people, they might make an X amount of money, but it doesn't hit anymore. It doesn't fill them with anything. No. But what does fill people is, I think, good connections with friends, having true friends around you. Because when you've got all of this stuff on your wrists and everything, people see that as a target. Like, ooh,
of course.
Hey, what's he got? You know what I mean? How do I get a piece of that?
And also, what are you really trying to prove to people? Yeah. I don't think it's just me. I actually think if you look at a lot of look, listen, if I go to a premiere, if I go to a big premiere, red carpet, and I got to wear and I got to dress up, cool, the jewelry can come out of the safe. That makes sense. All right, you want us to be glitz and glam? Let's fucking be glitz and glam. Yeah. All right, you want me to go to a certain show? Let's be glitz and glam. But if you look at actually a lot of people in the industry of entertainment, all that, a lot of them have retracted. A lot of them are retracted from even full stop being that way inclined. So they're the ones who are trying to prove to the world who they are. Yeah. Look at me, I'm successful. Look at me. Oh my God, what's the time today? Yeah. You know, I had a guy make a video of me the other day, and he was taking the piss, saying, look at me. Just I look at the watch on the camera, and he goes, still rich. And that's a joke. It become a joke between me and my friends. Wow. I go, still rich. Maybe that was the case when I was 23, 24, trying to be like, look at me, I got a Rolex. But now I can't even think of anything worse.
It's good that, it's really good though you said something like your relationship with your dad. That's a powerful one, man.
That's the best thing I've done, mate, is I realised my best friend was my father. And I love my dad. He's brilliant. Yeah. He's brilliant. And, he's brilliant. So good. To the point that I went on this I sold all my cars. I got rid of everything. I'd lost the plot, see. I'd end up... I lost... Oh, man. The amount of times I've gone bankrupt. Love it. Gets me up in the morning.
I love your honesty, man.
Gets me up in the fucking morning. That part does, doesn't it? And I'm able to because I'm very fortunate that I passively earn 24/7. I don't actually go bankrupt, but I passively earn so fast that it comes back. But the amount of times I went bankrupt where I've just like sold everything, fuck this, I'm done, sold all my cars, sold all my quads, my motorbikes and that. And then my dad would come back, 4 months later, and my mum and dad, they said, come outside. There's a big white van outside, and there's a brand new 2025 KTM. Why have you got that for me? Because you need to get out on the bike. You like driving the bike. Because my brain wasn't there to deceive what I liked.
Yeah.
My mum was like, this isn't materialistic, Ben. It's just you driving around your land on a bike. Okay, fair enough, So they're very good in seeing what's good for me and what's not good for me. They're fantastic parents.
That's good, man. It's good you've come a full circle. Well, from this, you sound like you do.
Well, we'll see where we are in another 4 years, mate, because I don't know. Oh, my gosh. Imagine I've got a wife and kid. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, a young Ben.
I think that's a disaster.
Would you tell him to go down the path of where you've gone?
Never.
No?
Never.
That's interesting.
Everybody wants to be a YouTuber. Every kid wants to be a YouTuber. Things I would like to say things are different now, but they're not. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. There's no support for you becoming famous. There's no support for you for getting all of this stardom.
Yeah.
They act like there's not. They just want to machine you to make more money. They want you to machine you to make more views, more money, etc. And because there's no support in that, I had 0 on the way up, and I would go back and... It's quite controversial to say this. I'd go back and not do this.
Really?
It's quite mad, that, isn't it?
That's
only because I've done it all, though. So I wouldn't ever make my child do it. If my child wanted to do it, all right, fair play, wherever. They've got to want to do it, though. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, let's put you to the top. I'll put them to the top straight away. Show them exactly the routes and that. You've got to want to do it,
Yeah.
I don't know if I wanted to do it. I think it was an accident.
Man, it's an accident that's gone pretty...
Oh, it's a sick accident. Oh, yeah, it's brilliant. Hey, it's good toxic waste, isn't it?
Hey, it's good to have you back in Bridgend anyway, though. But I'm just glad to hear where you're at, what you're doing, and you've still got your core friends here with you as well.
Look how you've upgraded, mate. We're in a flipping little studio now.
Trying to.
We were on sofas last time.
We were.
Do you know, I was thinking today, if this is bloody sofas again.
Nah.
My gut was hanging out on those sofas, and I felt horrible.
You were... I just come home from... I was home for the World Cup. That was in 2020.
Oh, of your auntie or uncle's house, from there?
Yeah, 2022 or 2023.
Lovely house, stunning house, but the sofas, I was dying.
Yeah, it's not a good angle, that. We've upgraded then since that was 3 years ago. Got a little studio, and it's good to have you two boys here. But I suppose, is there anything I haven't covered on you? Because I know from the last conversation to now, for me, it was just to see, like, where's Ben Phillips at? But still the same. Not in a good way, as in...
What have we missed, bro? What have we missed? We always miss something.
I don't know, because obviously you're doing the betting, you're in Malta back and forth, you're on a finale. That's the other thing I was going to ask you. It come to my brain just then. You're massive in Asia, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest area.
I mean, like, it depends, because the whole... Look, we're big in UK, US, Australia, Asia, and all of Europe as well, but we're particularly very big in Asia. Oh, it's hard. I'm big in the UK, big in Asia. They're both the same, but yeah. It's top. It's top. It's up there. Yeah.
I remember doing some bit of research on you, and I remember it was like thousands and thousands of people in Asia was the big. I thought for some reason that
millions,
was
bro.
Millions. Okay,
millions. Yeah, it's crazy in Asia. When we had a cartoon in Asia, we've had special Asian formats in our book, special Asian merchandise. I don't know many people in Japan, China that don't know who I am. I had a Japanese chef down the other day, top chef, Dread Yamada, great guy, and he was just saying to me, I can't believe I'm here. Everybody sees you as this big, funny comedy person back in Asia. Why don't you come? I said, I just never thought about going back. It turns out I'm like flipping Jackie Chan in Asia. I need to go back, I do. I need to go see it.
That'll be cool, man. Imagine if you did one more tour.
Well, I think this is the idea. I think
from this video.
The last of the Ben Elliot movie, because it's going to be a movie.
Nice.
The last Ben Elliot movie will be 2 hours. We'll do a couple of dates in the UK. We'll do a couple of dates in Australia, a couple of dates in different countries, but we will do in Hong Kong, Japan, Philippines, Malaysia, and give them the last part, which will be wild.
Yeah, that's huge.
You should come to one.
I'd love to. I was going to say, please let me know when this is.
You should come to the Hong Kong one, bro. It's nuts.
Yeah, bring me on as one of your groupies or something.
Try to a stadium one, shall I? Flip it out. Imagine that. Can you imagine that? And you see these singers, and I always look at them and go, shit, man, you got 130,000 people, like, you know, crazy. But then if you look at the videos, you got 1 million people. It's like 10 stadiums, bro.
It's pretty mad. I went and watched, off the topic, I went to watch Zach Bryan in Hyde Park. Do you like your country music at all?
I like the country music, yeah.
He was like 65,000 there.
That's mad, yeah.
Yeah, but 2 days, he back-to-back sold it out, and I was just like, you're just in this, you're looking around me. This guy, just one guy up on stage, but obviously his band.
Just one guy, yeah.
He's created this.
It's incredible. Yeah. Music, though, really does have that pull, you know? I understand that, you know, if you want to see a singer, I get it. On social media, you just get notifications on you.
Yeah.
Ends life.
But if you had 1.2 million followers in front of you, that's fucking crazy.
I think the biggest surreal thing is we made this one video that had like 2 billion views, and that was like, oh, fuck. At the time, there was only 2.5 billion people on social media. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, we just captured 75%. Sick.
It's amazing, that.
Sick.
Man, it's
on Facebook.
It's ballsy, man. It's great to. I suppose it's great to hear, man, how well you've done, because the journey you've created for other people.
Yeah, tried and tested, bro. So everyone else can do it right, hopefully.
You made the path.
Yeah, yeah. But it all begun, mate, here in Bridgend, in Wales. Bryn Teg School.
Respect.
Started there. And, wait, quick random question. What primary school did you go to?
Llangewydd.
I was Oldcastle.
Were you?
Yeah, Oldcastle School.
Really?
Yeah, but I was actually Nantymol. Nantymol for 5 years. No, Nantymol for until year 5, sorry. And then year 6 I did in Oldcastle. And then went to Bryn Teg.
I thought for some reason you were Brackler area.
No. I was a Nanty boy, rougher than Brackler. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Then any family up there now?
No. My mum and dad just moved there because it was just cheap property back in the day, you know.
So with aunties and all that,
they're all based around Bridgend.
Wow.
But mum and dad, Nantymol was a real interesting upbringing, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was mad. Watch out down the park. There's a druggie selling acid tabs. What? Stay away from the park today. Strawberry acid tabs from the local druggie. Shit.
Really?
Better not go there.
Oh, mate. People from Nanty are going, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Making dens, all that. But yeah, Nantymol was a really nice upbringing because it was actually, forget about the druggie that sold acid tabs. It was a safe upbringing. Everyone in the valley knew each other. Surrounded, closed place. And then coming to Bridgend was quite a big deal for me. I was like, oh my God, this is a town. You know, the girls are fitter, but flipping heck, it's a town, is. And after Bridgend, after doing Bryn Teg, there was no interest in me in Cardiff. It was a straight leap to London.
Yeah.
It had to be that. You know?
Nice, mate.
It had to be.
It's interesting, right? The valleys think we're like posh in Bridgend. Like a townie, you're posh, right? You're like...
Yeah.
We're really not.
Yeah, no, if you were a townie, you were posh to a valley boy.
Yeah.
Because we used to go, all right, but how's it going? What's happening, boys? And then in Bridgend, you were like, all right, mate.
Yeah.
What are you up to, mate?
You say ma'am, we say mum.
We say ma'am, you say mum, yeah. Oh, my ma'am I was speaking to someone 2 days ago from my steak. Whoa! I was like, oh my gosh, this takes me back. She's like, oh, my mammy said. I was like, what? And they're like, oh, I went down the chippy and my mammy said, can I have sausage and batter? Half and half. I'm like, what on earth?
Yeah, man, that's the roots.
And halfway through, she goes, you don't even sound that Welsh. I'm like, well, I don't even think I am anymore. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I definitely Welsh.
Yeah, you're definitely Welsh, man.
Definitely Welsh.
Hey, mate, it's been a pleasure having you on. It really has.
It's been a pleasure being here, bro.
Yeah.
And I will be back here in a couple of years' time for another update.
When do you think this premiere,
It's supposed to start filming at the end of this year. It is. Yeah, we have a real thing for filming in winter, which is crazy. Most people would film in summer, but most of Ben Elliot has always been filmed in winter. Crazy story. And I got a feeling that we'll probably be seeing it next year. We will. Definitely next year. But we've got a few more things sorted out, and then he'll be there. And that will be the Ben and Elliot finale.
Oh, man. I'm looking forward to this.
So,
brother, thank you so much.
my guy.
Thank you, bro.